Hello everyone. Now we are going to start a new chapter which is applications of derivatives preceded by your continuity and differentiability. That means till now we have studied about continuity. When a function is continuous, then we talk about its differentiability. We also read the derivatives of different kinds of functions like the implicit functions, inverse trigonometric functions. We also read about this variables in parametric form. Then we read about high order derivatives. Now we will learn about the applicability of these derivatives, means in day-to-day life or in day-to-day mathematics, what is the applicability of these derivatives that we are studying. Okay, so from the very basic definition of differentiability or derivability that you know is that derivative is the rate of change. I hope you are familiar with this. Rate of change, or you say the tangent, the slope of the tangent to the curve, right? Either it's the rate of change, or if this is the curve, then you draw a tangent, okay, and the slope of that means tan theta here is your derivative, right? Or you say dy dx, which is the rate of change. We will see how. Now look at this. You are familiar with this. You know there is a function y is equal to fx whose curve goes like this. Alright. Now as you make a slight change in your x, there is a subsequent slight change in y also. That means your function y, your value y is changing with respect to x. Alright. With a slight change in x, the value of y also changes. So if we put the difference between these two as del x and this is del y, now the proportion of change means the proportion in which y is changing with respect to x is straight del y by del x. Alright, this is the proportion of the change that we are going to measure. है ना? Now you see, suppose it happens that your x1 starts tending towards x2, means x1 is tending towards x2, so subsequently your y1 will also tend towards y2. Alright, if your x1 tends towards x2, so your y1 will also tend towards y2. So that means if you put limit x1 tends to x2, or you say like this, see, your difference becomes 0. The difference becomes 0 if your delta x tends towards 0. ठीक है, limit del x tending towards 0, del y del x. Now this proportion, the moment you apply limit here, means you are tending x1 towards x2. This becomes the instantaneous rate of change of y with respect to x. See, this is your rate of change of y with respect to x. Okay, so the term here is instantaneous rate of change. Now if, see what we have done, we found the proportion, the proportion of change, we put the limit del x tending towards 0, we get the instantaneous rate of change. Now this instantaneous rate of change is actually the derivative dy dx. When you solve this, after solving, you will obtain dy dx. Dy dx is the rate of change collectively. You will drop the term instantaneous. When you are talking about the whole curve, alright, you will drop the term instantaneous and this becomes the entire rate of change. Rate of change of y with respect to x. So this is the very basic, very definition of derivative. Alright, the derivative is the rate of change. You already know this. Now we will see the utility of this. Look at the example. Read this question properly. Find the rate of change of the area of circle. Area of circle is changing, okay, with respect to radius. how fast is the area changing with respect to radius when radius is 3 centimeters? Now if you look properly at this question, first thing that you have to find is the entity or the function that is changing. Means you have to take out the function where change is happening, increasing, either increasing or decreasing. So when you have to find dy dx, you're talking about the rate of change. That means you're going to find the derivative, you're going to differentiate it. But the thing is, you have to see what function is changing and with respect to what variable it is changing. So if you read this, you see the change is occurring in the area of circle, है ना? So your function is area of circle, which is what? Pi r square, है ना? And what is the variable? Variable is your radius, this r, है ना? Alright, so now you know what you have to do. Simply, you have to find the rate of change. That means you have to find the differentiation, which means d by dr of, what is your function? Pi r square. So this gives you 2 pi r, है ना? No unit here. So the rate of change is 2 pi r. Now next part of the question says, how fast is the area changing with respect to radius when radius is 3 centimeter? That means your radius is fixed now. You have to find the change in the area when radius is fixed to 3 centimeter. That means r is equal to 3 you have to put here. D by dx, whatever, or you say your, you can do in this way also, dr, इसको कुछ और नाम दे देते हैं, सपोज v दे देते हैं, ठीक है? So it's dv dr with r is equal to 3. So you know your dv dr is 2 pi r and r you have to put as 3. So this gives you 6 pi centimeters. Now mark the unit here. Find the rate of change of volume of sphere. Okay, rate of change of volume of sphere with respect to its surface area. Okay, and radius is fixed to 2 centimeter at this point. Now see, first find the entity, find the function that is changing. The rate of change is occurring on the volume of sphere. So one is your volume of sphere, which is 4 by 3 pi r cube, right? The variable that is affecting the volume is surface area of that sphere only. So surface area is given by 4 pi r square. Alright, now find the rate of change of volume of sphere with respect to its surface area. That means dv ds. Getting the point? You have to find dv ds. Now this is in parametric form, we have already read this. This is in parametric form with the parameter radius means r. So you can further do it like this, dv dr whole upon ds dr. Okay, this is how you have to differentiate this. So your dv dr is, v dash will be 3 cancel 4 pi r square, right? And similarly your h dash means s differentiated, surface area differentiated with respect to the radius. This becomes 8 pi r, right? Alright, so dv dr is your 4 pi r square and ds dr is your 8 pi r. This gives you what? 8 pi r, r by 2. Yes. So your dv ds, the rate of change of volume of sphere with respect to its surface area is r by 2. Alright. Now you have to find this change at the point 2, means when the radius is 2 centimeters. So dv ds at r is equal to 2 is your 2 by 2, which is 1 centimeters. That's it. This is your answer. All right. The total revenue received from the sale of X units of a product is this, and you have to find the marginal revenue when X is equal to 7. See, first of all, you have to read the question properly. The key is to read the question properly. You will yourself get an idea what you have to do in the question. You know, when marginal revenue or marginal cost, average rate of change, all of these are kind of terms that symbolize your rate of change or the derivative. Whenever these kinds of terms come, you have to differentiate it, as simple as that. Now the function is given. All right, सेल का जो फंक्शन है वो आपको गिवन है. x जो है यूनिट्स है, मतलब आपका एक वेरिएबल, जो प्रोडक्ट की यूनिट्स हैं उनको x से डिनोट किया है, मतलब ये आपका वेरिएबल है. इसी के रिस्पेक्ट में चेंज इज ऑकरिंग. गेटिंग द पॉइंट? Now your function is given, variable is given, you have to find the marginal revenue. Marginal revenue is nothing but the differentiation only. Marginal cost, marginal revenue, average rate of change. I am once again repeating, all of them are some measures to measures of change. So see, Rx is your 13x square plus 26x plus 15. You have to find the marginal revenue. Okay, so your marginal revenue is d by dx of Rx. That's it. So this is what? 26x plus 26. Getting? The function of marginal revenue is this. Now you have to find the marginal revenue when the unit is 7, for the 7 units. d by dx of Rx at x is equal to 7 is 26 into 7 plus 26. This is how much? Next, a stone is dropped in a quiet lake and waves move in a circle at a speed of 3.5 centimeter per second. Alright, at an instance when the radius is 7.5 centimeter, how fast is the enclosed area increasing? Now see, first of all read the question twice. Alright, and this is some other kind of question. Here you have relative rate of measure. See, time is also involved here. So this is quite different from all the questions that we earlier discussed. A stone is dropped in a quiet lake and the waves move in a circle at a speed of 3.5 centimeter per second. Alright, that means a stone is dropped. Alright, this is the epicenter. From here, waves are emerging. A circular wave is emerging. And this wave is expanding at the rate of 3.5 centimeter per second. That means this is the distance, okay, from the epicenter, from the center, the wave is emerging. So distance is the radius here and time. So you have, according to your question, you are given dr by dt. dr dt is 3.5 centimeter per second. Speed is your distance upon time. In the place of distance, you will consider the radius of this circle. Alright. So dr by dt is 3.5 centimeter per second. Now, at an instance when the radius is 7.5 centimeter, how fast is the enclosed area increasing? Means we have to find the rate of change in this area of this circle. Means we have to find the rate of increment in the area of this circle. Getting the question? Now let us solve this. Alright, so let R be the radius. You write it on your own. R be the radius, A be the area of circle, area of the circle, circular wave, कुछ भी लिख लो, circular wave. Area A is at the point T. Let R be the radius and A be the area of circular wave at the point T, at the time T. Alright, किसी एक टाइम t पर आपका एरिया a से डिनोट हो रहा है. Now, according to the question, you are given dr dt is 3.5 centimeter per second. All right. The rate of change of the rate at which your circle is expanding, the speed, 3.5 centimeter per second. Area of the circle, you know, pi r square. Okay, radius is r, so pi r square is the area. Now we have to find the area with the change in area with respect to time. How fast is the enclosed area increasing? So the increment is in the area will also be considered with respect to time. dA dt. Now you see, this is basically d by dt of pi r square, right? Now don't do this mistake of treating r as a constant. R is directly related to t. R and t are relatives here. So you will apply the chain rule here. Alright. So this, when you differentiate this, this is 2 pi r. Alright. And dr dt. Further r will be differentiated with respect to t. So your dA dt becomes 2 pi r dr dt. And the value of dr dt is already given here. Getting? So this becomes, your dA dt becomes 2 pi into 3.5 into r. कितना बना? 7 pi r है ना? 7 pi r. Now dA dt you have obtained the rate of change of area with respect to time, the increment in the area with respect to time. You have obtained this. Now you have to find at an instance when the radius is 7.5 centimeter. Okay, you will solve this and you will get 52.5 pi centimeter square per second. The unit is centimeter square per second. Centimeter square area की unit upon time unit of time, centimeter square per second. So this is your complete answer. See, in the previous question we applied this parametric form wala system tha. In this question we have applied the chain rule. So all that you have studied in differentiability, all those derivatives, the kinds of derivatives that we studied, everything is being applied in this chapter, you see. Now a ladder 5 meter long is leaning against the wall. The bottom of the ladder is pulled along the ground away from the wall at the rate 2 meter per second. How fast is the height decreasing when the foot of the ladder is 4 meter away from the wall? See, read the question twice. If you are not able to understand, the key is to read the question first of all. There is a ladder that is 5 meter long. Okay. Is leaning against the wall. There is a wall first of all. एक wall है और इससे leaning एक 5 meter long ladder है. ठीक है. Suppose this is a ladder. This is your ground. So ladder की जो आपकी length है वो 5 meter है. The bottom of the ladder is pulled along the ground away from the wall at the rate 2 meter per second. मतलब अगर ये आपकी ladder है तो इसको ground से मैं क्या कहते हैं ड्रैग कर रही हूँ, ग्राउंड की तरफ ड्रैग कर रही हूँ. सो इफ आई ड्रैग दिस अवे फ्रॉम द वॉल, यू विल सी एज आई एम ड्रैगिंग इट द लेंथ, द हाइट इज डिक्रीजिंग, है ना. ऐसे आपकी लैडर है, आप इसको दूर 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 करते जाओ करते जाओ करते जाओ करते जाओ करते जाओ, तो ऑब्वियसली ये हाइट में भी चेंज आएगा, है ना. तो वही पूछा गया है कि आप जब लैडर को वॉल के अगेंस्ट लेके जा रहे हो और स्पीड गिवन है आपकी 2 मीटर पर सेकेंड, तब हाउ फास्ट इज द हाइट डिक्रीजिंग. अब आपको ये यहाँ से यहाँ का डिफरेंस, आपका जो रेट ऑफ चेंज है ग्राउंड के रिस्पेक्ट में गिवन है, आपको वॉल के रिस्पेक्ट में रेट ऑफ चेंज पता करना है. दैट्स इट. सपोज टेक इट एज x एंड दिस इज y. यू नो दिस इज अ राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल. नाउ x स्क्वायर प्लस y स्क्वायर इज योर 5 स्क्वायर, दैट इज 25. You write it as 5 square. ठीक है. So one equation that you get from here is very basic thing that you understand is x square plus y square is equal to 25. Now what is given in the question? The bottom of the ladder is pulled along the ground away from the wall at the rate 2 meter per second. मतलब ये जो यहाँ से ड्रैग हो रहा है ना, ये dx dt with respect to time. मतलब डिस्टेंस, जो स्पीड यहाँ पे 2 मीटर पर सेकेंड गिवन है, तो डिस्टेंस जो है ये इस वॉल से इस लैडर के एंड की है, ठीक। ये डिस्टेंस किस रेट पे चेंज हो रही है, तो दिस इज 2 मीटर पर सेकेंड, एक्स इज इंक्रीजिंग एट द रेट 2 मीटर पर सेकेंड, तो dx dt is 2 meter per second, and what you have to find, the decrement in the height, rate of change of the height. तो height आपका y है, तो rate of change of height with respect to time, your third entity is to time only, तो हर जो भी डिफरेंस आ रहा है, जो भी रेट ऑफ चेंज है वो टाइम के रिस्पेक्ट में है ना। x जितना चेंज हो रहा है टाइम के रिस्पेक्ट में आपको ऑलरेडी गिवन है क्वेश्चन में, अब y कितना चेंज हो रहा है ये आपको फाइंड करना है, तो अल्टीमेटली यू हैव टू फाइंड dy dt, as simple as that, or equation is given as x square plus y square is equal to 25. Now let's see how we can do this. So basically we have to find dy dt here, alright, and now you see the derivative of implicit function has also come into play. How? Because you can easily guess that this equation is an implicit equation, implicit function, alright, and you know how you have to find the derivative. You are going to differentiate both the sides, this time with respect to t, because you have to find the rate of change of height with respect to time. So you will differentiate both the sides with respect to t. So if this is equation 1, you will do differentiating both the sides, differentiating ऐसे कर लो, equation 1 with respect to t, ठीक है। तो what are you going to get, 2x dx dt, चेन रूल लगा लो, प्लस 2y dy dt, ठीक, इज इक्वल टू, ये तो t के टर्म्स में कांस्टेंट है 0। अब यहाँ से आपको dx dt की वैल्यू पता है 2 मीटर पर सेकेंड, तो आप यहाँ से डायरेक्टली सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दो वैल्यू, तो ये 4x हो जाएगा, दिस इज योर 4x प्लस 2y dy dt इज इक्वल टू 0, इतना तो मिला। इसको सिंप्लीफाई करके देखते हैं, तो दिस इज योर dy dt इज इक्वल टू कितना हुआ, -4x अपॉन 2y, हाँ, सो ये क्या हुआ, -2x अपॉन y, दिस इज योर dy dt, ऑलराइट। एंड yes, if you read the question, it is given how fast is the height decreasing when the foot of the ladder is 4 meter away from the wall. That means when the height, the foot of the ladder is 4 meter away from the wall. That means when x is equal to 4. So we are given that we have to solve this all at x is equal to 4, right? So if you keep x as 4, at x is equal to 4, your y is what? 25 minus 16 under root of 3, right? You solve this from this equation, you will get y is equal to 3. Alright, so ultimately your dy dt is -2 into 4 upon 3 is equal to -8 upon 3, क्या है, मीटर पर सेकेंड, राइट, मीटर पर सेकेंड। So this means this minus sign has a significance. This shows that your height is decreasing. Alright, so you will write a statement. Either you can write that the rate of change of the height with respect to time is -8/3 meter per second, or you write the height y is decreasing at the rate of 8/3 meter per second. All right.